Rudy, get up.
What's the matter?
Betty didn't come home last night.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Maybe she stayed with a friend.
Rudy, stop. Stop trying to make believe nothing's happened. Don't. You just don't want to understand. Because you don't care. You just don't care at all.
Oh, for crying out loud, Madeline. Will you cut it out? Now, Betty's the only one who knows who the guy is. You don't know him. I don't know. She ain't about to tell us. So what do you want me to do?
You know what I want you to do.
A private detective like Mike Hammer doesn't work for nothing, even if he is a friend.
We got the money we've been saving.
I'm not about to blow $600 for nothing.
Rudy, Betty's my sister. She's just a kid. And she's in real trouble.
She's old enough to talk. If she wanted us to know who the guy was, she'd tell us. What are you doing?
I'm going to see this detective friend of yours.
Mad. All right. Okay. I'll go see him.
I'll go with you.
You heard what the doctor said. You're supposed to stay put.
Will you bring him back here?
Yeah, if he'll come.
Rudy, you promised me.
I told you I'd go see him. Oh, no.
How old is your sister-in-law, Rudy?
17.
17. Oh, boy.
Yeah, she's been living with Madeline and me ever since her mother died a couple of years ago. Pretty kid. Real knockout.
But she won't tell you who the guy is, huh?
Yeah, Madeline's been after her ever since she found out about it, but the kid won't peep. She's got a funny sense of loyalty or something. Look, Mike, I wouldn't even bother you about it, but Madeline's been on my back to do something. So when the kid didn't make it home last night, that tore it. Madeline said, if I don't come down here to see you, she will.
What happens if I find the guy?
I don't know. Ask Madeline, it's her sister.
Yeah, I guess I better.
Oh, Mike, one more thing, huh?
Yeah.
About the dough. I ain't Daddy Warbucks, you know.
What are you doing now, Rudy?
Same thing, herding a cab, Gotham Cab Company. 12 hours a night, 6 nights a week. Sometimes 7. Me and the wife got a little saved up, but...
We'll talk about it later. Come on.
Listen, tonight, Madeline's been pretty sick lately, and she gets upset real easy, so... Madeline? Madeline, what's the matter? Are you sick? Madeline, what is it?
Betty.
What about it?
She's dead. He murdered her.
It took 10 minutes to quiet Madeline Pope and get the story from her. The police had left her just a few minutes before Rudy and I had arrived. Her sister's body had been found floating in the Hudson up at Yonkers that morning. She had died sometime after midnight. Her skull had been crushed with a blunt instrument.
I still want you to find him, Mr. Hammer.
You don't need me, Mrs. Pope. The police will find him.
I want you to find him. I want you to find him and beat him within an inch of his life before you turn him over to the police. I'll pay you.
Honey, the police will find the guy.
I want to make sure. Betty wasn't anybody to the police, just a young, wild kid, got herself in trouble. Tomorrow somebody else will be murdered, somebody more important to the police than she was. Will you look for him? There's $600 here.
Keep your money.
Will you look for him?
I'll look for him. I'll be right back, hon.
Cellar Club off Burke Avenue called the Club Dewdrop. I think she used to go there a lot. Hey, wait a minute, I'll write out the address for you.
Yeah. Rough crowd you hang out there?
No, I don't think so. They seem like nice kids.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a real nice kid to bash in a girl's skull.
Thanks, buddy.
The Club Dewdrop was a 10-minute walk from the Pope apartment. The entrance was off an alley. There are a lot of places like that in New York. Basements taken over by teenagers as club rooms. Most of the clubs are pretty harmless. But like everything else in life, there's good and there's bad.
Where is everybody?
Stone?
Oh, no, wait, Sonny. Wait, don't be frightened now. I just want to talk to you.
What's going on? Who's this guy?
Oh, my name's Hammer. Are your parents named you yet, Sonny?
I'm Stone. This is Art.
Stone. Stone, you're a thing of beauty and a joy forever. I'll bet you're a regular lady killer, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Betty Richards. You know her?
She's been around, but she ain't here now.
Oh, I know where she is. She's in a slab up in the morgue. Somebody bashed her head in and dropped her in the river last night.
What? What's that got to do with us?
You know her?
Don't mean a thing. Come on.
I'm not through talking with you, Sonny.
Well, I'm through with you, so take your hook off me. Who are you?
I'm a private detective hired by Betty's sister. Now, let's start talking about Betty Richards, huh? What do you say, gents?
Oh, look, mister, we don't want no trouble. Betty used to come down here, but she'd never stay long. She'd just have a few dances and then take off. Ain't that right?
Did you ever date anybody here at the club?
No.
Did you ever mention she was meeting anybody afterwards?
Not to me, but she wouldn't tell something like that to a guy. Maybe she told one of the girls.
What about Donna?
Let's leave her out of this.
What about Donna?
Oh, she's just one of the girls. But she used to come down here sometimes, and well, she's older, 22, 23.
22, 23, older.
She'd come down sometimes, and well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Then we can leave her out of it, huh?
No, we can't leave her out.
Mister.
Now, where does she live?
In the same building where Betty lived, right across the hall. Only she won't be there now.
All right, I give up. Where will she be?
She works at a beauty parlor down the street, around 3 blocks.
Uh-huh.
It's called the Cherie.
The Cherie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Sorry. Oh, by the way, what's her last name?
Crane?
Crane.
Yeah.
Hello, detective?
And a good friend of Madeline and Rudy Pope's.
Is this about Betty?
What do you know about Betty?
I heard about it on the radio this morning. Why did Madeline and Rudy send you to see me?
They didn't. I heard about you from a couple of the boys of the Dewdrop Club.
What did they tell you?
Well, they left the impression that you weren't exactly the house mother around there.
I got a customer under the dryer.
She won't shrink.
What do you want to know?
What can you tell me?
Nothing.
You know about the mess Betty was in?
Madeline told me. She asked me if I had any idea who the guy was.
Do you?
No. And look, Mr. Hammer, if you're really a friend of Madeline and Rudy's, you'd be doing them a favor if you forgot the whole thing.
I thought you said you didn't know anything.
I don't.
Well, you can make noises like you do.
So sue me. Listen, I'll lose my job. Please.
Okay, then talk.
All right. Just a minute. Betty mentioned a name once. Just a name and just once.
What was it?
Freddie. That's all. Just some guy named Freddie.
Freddie, huh? What'd you say about him?
Just that she went for him.
Come on, you can do better than that.
That's the gospel, I swear it.
Is this Freddie somebody who hangs around the club?
I don't know. Now leave me alone.
Just Freddie, huh? Freddie, that's all.
That's all. That's something, isn't it? Hello.
Yeah, that's something, all right. There's only about 100,000 guys
Yes.
named Freddie in New York City.
3 o'clock on,
All I gotta do is find out which one it is. Where's your friend? Hey, Sonny, I'm talking to you. Muscles, where is he?
Why don't you leave us alone? I haven't done anything, and neither has Stone.
Stone, yeah, that's right, Stone. What's his first name?
Why?
Why? What is it?
All the guys in the club call each other by their last name. It's a rule.
Oh, it's a rule. Well, in my book, that's no answer. So what's his first name?
Oh,
Paul. What's yours?
my name's Bill.
Bill Archer.
Well, Billy boy, do you know anybody in this club named Freddie?
You sure?
Yes.
You know, I'd hate to think that a nice boy like you would lie to me, Billy boy. Huh?
You're always dropping things.
No, allow me. F. Archer. You spell Bill with an F, or maybe your name isn't Bill at all. Maybe it's Frank or Freddie, huh?
Punk, I'm through playing around with you.
Let go of me!
Sure.
Leave him alone or I'll let you have it. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Go on, stop talking and start swinging, punk. Go on, start swinging. Well, your girlfriends are here. Show off a little, huh? Go on. Go on. All right, go on, get out of here, will you? Beat it. Go on home to your mothers. And shut the door. No, not you, Freddie. No, you stay right here. Now, you start talking about Betty Richardson, don't you stop till I tell you to.
I didn't have anything to do with her. Honest.
Oh, you didn't have anything to do with it? Well, then how come Betty mentioned your name to Donna, huh?
I don't know. I didn't talk to her or dance with her or anything.
Can't you see he's telling the truth?
Well, maybe your eyesight's better than mine is, Tiger. Now, let's start talking.
Wait. If you want to know something, Dad, I'll tell you something.
Be my guest. Sit down.
Alex. I got to kidding around with Betty a couple of weeks ago.
Here.
She was just coming out as I was coming in.
No, keep it.
Well, I grabbed her and I said I wanted to dance with her, and she said no, she couldn't. She had a date. So, I said I'd settle for a kiss. Just kidding.
Yeah, sure, I know.
Well, when I tried, she belted me one, and, she ran down the alley, and I ran after her. I wanted to apologize. I didn't want her to be sore.
Yeah, I'll bet. I can imagine.
No, she goes down the street to the corner of Burke and Gray Bar. And what does she do there but hop in a cab?
Yeah, and then what?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Until the other night, Wednesday.
Mm.
I was in my old man's car, and I was cruising around, and I see Betty at the same place, Burke and Gray Bar, getting into a cab again. And, well, got nothing better to do, so I followed the hack.
Yeah, and then what?
Uptown, clear to 42nd Street.
And then what?
Well, she gets out of the cab and goes into a hotel.
What hotel?
I forget.
Boy, 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 here we go again.
I remember. The Regal Arms.
The Regal Arms. Here's a present for you.
It was dark by the time I got to the Regal Arms. Times Square was dressed for the evening, wearing its neon makeup. It was a fourth-rate joint tucked in among the amusement arcades and the grindhouses and the flea circuses on 42nd Street west of Times Square.
I can tell you ain't no art lover, are you, mister?
Here, Pop. You like pictures of pretty girls so much, take a look at this one. You know her?
Cop? Oh, pretty little thing, isn't she?
She was. She was murdered last night.
Murdered? Now, who'd want to kill a pretty little thing like that?
The guy she came here to meet.
Came here to meet. See, now, look here. What kind of a hotel you think I'm running?
I know what kind of a hotel this is, Pop.
Well, just the same, I never seen her before.
You mind?
You bet I mind. So you get out of here or I'll call the cops.
Oh, now, Pop, you want cops in here like you want a five-alarm fire.
Well, okay. Okay, so the kid has been around. Stayed here 4 or 5 times last few months or so. Last time a few days ago. Here. Here she is right here, Mrs. Fred Archer.
Fred Archer?
Yeah, see for yourself.
You ever see Mr. Archer?
I ain't never seen her with anybody. Don't make no difference, though. A lot of guys I don't know coming and going here all the time.
The old man was telling the truth, I was sure of it. I was also sure that although she had used Freddie Archer's name, the kid wasn't the guy she had met at the hotel. Using Freddie's name had been just a bad joke. So I'd run up another blind alley. The only way I knew to turn was to Donna Crane. I had the feeling she knew more than she told me. I called her and asked her to meet me at the Club Dewdrop.
Thought you might like a cup of coffee.
Why, thanks.
Waiting for you in the corner.
Got here as quick as I could.
I'm sorry I called you now. I think I've already found out what I wanted to know. Sit down.
What's that?
Who killed Betty?
Who was it?
Isn't that just a rhetorical question as far as you're concerned?
What do you mean?
Just this. I think you know that Rudy Pope killed Betty. Don't you?
I guess. Betty talked about the guy she was in love with. Everything fit Rudy, except the name.
But why didn't you tell me? Why were you trying to protect him?
I wasn't.
Well, what does it sound like to you?
It wasn't Rudy I was thinking about. It was Madeline.
Madeline?
Yeah, she's sick, Mike, real sick. It's her heart. And finding out about Rudy may kill her. Madeline's a wonderful person, Mike. I know. A couple of years ago, when I was sick and broke, she took care of me like I was one of her own. Me and nothing. She took care of me. You can't hurt someone like that, Mike.
I got no choice.
What if you're wrong about him?
Oh, how I wish I were. But I'm not. Look here. Matchbook from the Regal Arms Hotel. Rudy gave it to me this afternoon when he wrote down the address of the club in it.
Why did he have to kill her? Betty loved him, and Madeline never would have known.
Oh, yeah, she would have found out somehow, some way, sooner or later. I think Rudy knew that and couldn't face it. That's why he killed Betty.
But well, Betty's dead, so what's the good to stir up a lot of filth and dirt?
Well, honey, that's why I like being a private detective. You see, I don't have to answer the questions. I just have to ask them. Rudy home?
Yeah.
All right, Rudy, let's go.
You know, don't you, Mike?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I thought you did. I've been following you. I saw you going to the hotel.
Well, then let's go, Rudy.
Would it do any good to try to explain, Mike?
No.
But you gotta try to understand. Like I told you, she was a real knockout. She reminded me of Madeline when Madeline was her age.
Rudy, will you shut up?
She kept pestering me. She was a wild one. A real wild kid. And she wouldn't leave me alone. Like I say, she reminded me so much of Matt.